Hello teacher, good afternoon. My name is Giovanni Melendez Pluma from the Mechatronics Engineering career, and in this video my colleague Julio Huerta Perez and I will explain the steelmaking process. The process begins with an explosion. While the rock explodes, the ethyl raw materials is drawn to the surface in the form of taconite iron, rock that carries raw iron all inside.
In order to reach the mineral, the stone is crushed into a powder. The iron is separated using powerful magnets. Then the mineral is heated and molded into pellets that will then be transformed into pure iron.
Then with coal, a material called what is created that will serve as fuel for the large furnaces that will produce iron. Their iPod in high vacuum furnaces for 12 to 16 hours to obtain fuel that will later we mix with the pellets and limestone in blast furnaces to remove impurities. The furnaces reach 1500 degrees Celsius.
Then, at intervals of time, the mixture of pour into large containers that move on rails to the oxygenation furnace, where it is transformed from iron to steel, where the large quantities of steel are produced in a short time.
The iron to steel transformation process begins by adding steel scrap to the oxygen furnace to addition to molten iron. Then the oxygen is blown at supersonic speed while the molten iron becomes steel.
Then the molten steel is poured into the molds and then directed to the degassing chamber, where it becomes a completely malleable material.
Now that you have the steel, the process focuses completely on finishing determining the characteristics of the steel.
For this, the continuous casting machine is fed with steel, which has molds that will give shape to steel. Then the steel is cooled to a bright, wet solid, where depending on the shape of the mold, it defines the shape of the semi-finished product, which normally has a 8 to 9 inch thick and 3 to 4 feet wide, and cut into 40-foot long section for process on hot rolling mills.
Already in the rolling mills, the deck steel plates are heated into fade sheets. The plates are heated to 1300 degrees Celsius, and then enter a series of rollers that make them thinner and flatter, then enter a finish where the rollers make the lips even thinner.
Finally, there are colds and wound on coils that can be thousands of meters long, but only a fraction of an inch wide. How the process was never manipulated by human hands. Everything is controlled by operators using the last technology and automated equipment that puts everything in functioning.
After the coils are transferred to be wet in acid in this way, the surface is clean. Some of the coils are packed and sold directly to the end consumer as steel sheets, while others are subject to a cold rolling process which makes them even thinner for very special uses.
Here, the coil can be sold again directly to the end customer or pass to the process within the factory. One of them can be the coating finish to have resistance to corrosion or go through a process of thinning again to reduce even plus the caliber so that it can be used in even specific application.
Ideas extends to thousands of people who correctly perfect each step of the steel manufacturing process, from the small iron pellets from the taconite materials to the packed coils and more. Well, teacher, that will be all from today's video, and thanks you very much for your attention. Goodbye.